Hello everyone, welcome to Endure the King, Part 3. This will be a little different because I usually do stream these, but I decided to just record it this time around. That way, whatever happens, happens, because guess what, guys? It's snowing! Oh my god, dude! So instead of having an archive for the YouTube audience of me just getting up and leaving and having this weird, like, runtime of nonsense, I think I'm just gonna do a recorded video of this and upload whatever I have. If I don't finish this video of Ask the King, I will finish it either on stream or in recording, whatever. I will do that, so don't worry. Don't you worry. You will get your full content coverage of Ask the King. So anyways, first question, have I ever bought a Twitch sub to another streamer? I've always been on my mind to, but what I realized to me is my habits of watching Twitch streamers are very, or streamers in general, is very, not consistent. And if I'm gonna do something monetary, I want to do something that's, like, kind of leisurely, whatever. I don't want to do a monthly subscription to a streamer that I don't watch their streams all the time. Like, I watch iFi, Tevin, Mega64, Coquette or whatever. I watch those streamers, but I watch them so inconsistently that it's like I'd be paying a monthly fee for a streamer that I don't watch all the time or catch all the time. So I don't necessarily know if I would get that. If I want to support someone, I would just support them directly. So it is what it is. Sound good? Sound good to me.
He says, first-time caller, but a long-time listener. Which is funny. That's what people would say on a radio.
Get it?
Ever bought a Twitch subscription of another streamer? And if so, who? Have I ever bought a Twitch subscription? No.
I like how I put that in quotations. Like, why? Have you ever bought, dude? As opposed to not buying? Oh, okay.
Never. Because I don't watch other streamers. Very rarely. I mean, over the years that I've been on Twitch, I think I watched a few streams of Ptolomeo back in the day. That was like 2 years ago.
Ptolomeo.
And I very rarely would watch like a fighting game tournament or something like that. And every once in a while, I have a Twitch Prime.
The thing that I love the most about this is that Tolo, he used to kind of come in and sub to him, but stopped after Tolo kind of asked him to stop hosting or whatever. He kind of had a falling out with him, so he doesn't go there anymore. NYC Furby, whatever the fuck, unmodded him, so he's not getting his money anymore. And he's such a little bitch that I mean, the thing that's funny to me the most about the NYC Furby in particular is that the beef that happened there wasn't even stuff that was, like, huge drama. It was only huge drama because DSP kind of made it huge drama. Like, I think Tevin may have just mentioned it offhand in a stream of his, in a restream. That wasn't even gonna be a YouTube upload. It's unlisted, but it's not like he made a video about it. And all it was DSP just saying, just shitting on on people who like Marvel Infinite or whatever. And someone said, like, oh, we should unmod him or whatever. It was just nonsense. It was just that they brought. I don't remember the full context. It was like last year. I think it was either someone did not like DSP at all and wanted him to be unmodded, or it was just this, or they were like actually referencing him shitting in the chat and saying, okay, he needs to be unmodded, something like that. I don't remember, but even after that, he was like, okay, I can't watch any other streamers, can't support him. This guy doesn't even support any streamers anyway. He only cares about himself. Now that's fine if you want to be like, look, man, I can't really afford subscriptions to other streamers or whatever. That's fine, but
subscription, which allows me to get free 2-day shipping and an Amazon Video.
But he uses Prime,
because of that,
though,
you get a free Twitch Prime sub every month. And every month, I'll just try to throw it out there. Sometimes I give it to Tolo. I know I gave it once. I gave it to Saban, Arturo Sanchez, who is a streamer of fighting game content.
Arturo,
a lot of the times I go to my own viewers who I host, like for example.
I kind of think that's bullshit. I don't think he is a fucking a sub for Kekken. Does he even sub to Kekken? I don't even think so. I mean, he might have done it like one time, and this is the thing that's kind of shitty about him, is that he does like one-time subs to people. Like, the only one I think I've seen him do consistent subs to is Tolo. I think that was the only one he'd ever done like consistently. But like he does like once in a while subs to people, and it's like, yeah. I mean, imagine if his fans did that to him. They subbed him 1 month and never again. Only after a rain of blue moon that they decided to sub to him again. Like, imagine that. Imagine how DSP would feel. Now, of course, it's kind of dumb for me to say that, like, oh, think how the person feels if you do this, dude. But this guy tells, pretty much wants a huge sub count. He wants to brag about growth and people supporting him and all that. And then he wants to brag about how he supports his own viewers, but he doesn't do anything consistently for them. Okay.
Or Popsicolo or other people who are streaming, I'll just join their streams, and if the streams are cool, I'll do a Twitch Prime sub with them.
Oh, that's a cool caveat right there. If the streams are cool, then he'll sub. Kicking fucking mods for him for free. And he doesn't want to sub to him unless the stream is cool. And the other thing is that these are people that most of the people that he hosts are mods. He should sub to them as a way to pay them for being a mod. Holy shit. Man, imagine. Oh, wait, no, but that might get him in trouble, though, because it's using a Twitch service. Maybe he could do some gay ops and say behind the scenes, hey, Kekken, I'll sub to you as payment for this. Don't tell anybody. I mean, it's kind of shitty to do that anyway, I guess, but you're kind of paying a mod, so that's something? I don't know. Whatever.
But no, I have never paid outright for a Twitch subscription. Honestly, I just don't have time to watch Twitch, or when I'm away from streaming, I don't want to be watching Twitch.
Wait, what?
Ever paid outright for a Twitch subscription. Honestly, I just don't have time to watch Twitch, or when
He doesn't have time to watch Twitch, but he has time to go to NYC Furby, whatever the fuck that channel was, to mod for them. Modding, you kind of have to be very consistent. That's why I used to, like, seek out being a mod in Twitch chat, but that was, like, back when, I was like, I want to be a cool guy on the internet, kind of person, and then I was like, oh, I don't want to be a mod, that's too much pressure, man. I can't go to everyone's stream and mod. I can't do that, too much pressure, man. I mean, I can barely mod my own streams. So there you go. But he has time to do that. He has time to, and then he tells us, oh, sometimes I watch my own viewers, but now he doesn't have time. Okay.
I'm away from streaming, I don't want to be watching Twitch. You see what I'm saying? Like,
why?
I want to separate.
I love that this is like him saying, do you sub to other people? I want to separate myself from Twitch as far as possible when I have my day off. He really loves his job, loves Twitch. I mean, it's not like he could watch a streamer and get ideas for his own stream.
Work from that, so that way I'm not completely inundated with work. You see what I mean?
See what I mean?
I feel that it's better to have the separation. So since I'm that, so that way I'm not completely inundated with work. You see what I mean?
How are you inundated with work? By just watching a stream. That's like me. It's like I work at the Apple Store. Then on my off day I go to the Apple Store. I'm like, I'm at work, guys. I'm at the Apple Store. Oh my god, I'm working. Oh my god. And it's like, dude, you're not working till you're off. But I went there, man. Oh my god. Like, it's so dumb. And I've always thought it was dumb for him to say, well, like, do it to watch Twitch stream. That's like work, man. How is it like work? You don't watch your fucking stream. You you do your own stream when you're on Twitch, Dark. It literally doesn't make any fucking sense. I don't get it. I don't get the logic here. If he doesn't want to watch Twitch, if he doesn't want to watch Twitch streams, that's fine. He doesn't have to watch Twitch streams, but he doesn't need to lie and say it's like work, man. I don't want to be inundated with work when you're just watching a fucking stream. Does he think that Twitch streamers are gonna be like, dude, it's Dark Vanilla. Hey, Dark, come on in. Come on into the stream, man. Come on in. And he's like, hey, man, I'm just watching. Like, I don't know. It's so fucking dumb. It's so fucking dumb for him to be like, I can't watch other Twitch streamers. It's like work.
I feel that it's better to have separate.
I guess he gets triggered when he sees the purple colors of Twitch. He sees that and already he starts worrying about Twitch cheers and bits and tips.
So since I'm all day on Twitch streaming, I don't want then my offline stuff to be watching people on Twitch as well. So very rarely would I do that. I wouldn't, so I wouldn't pay for any of that or anything either. You see what I mean? So there you go.
And you can also look at this in a shittier way. That honestly, if he wants to be so dejected from his fans that stream on Twitch, like Kekken and all that, he doesn't even want to go to their streams. He just wants to just forget about them. He cares about his viewers, dude. He just wants to get away from them as fast as possible. Sounds good.
All right. And the final question for Twitter today was from Cosmic.
Final question. Hobbies outside of gaming. I do art. I like to, I like filming skits and shit. I did like doing that when I was, when I was going over my old videos. I did like the skits I made. I thought they were kind of cool for what they were. I kind of want to do more. Like I did one like a few weeks ago or last month. I don't remember when. I brought back a character that I did on my original channel. I wore that crazy, that goofy shirt and the big sunglasses. I was like, yo, whatever. I revived that character just for that time. It was okay. I think it was just too improv, and I think I need to. I don't know. I need to think of something more with that character if I want to do something like that. I don't know. I did like doing that though. That stuff was kind of fun to me. So I guess that could be a hobby.
Gaijin. And he says, do you have any hobbies outside of gaming? If so, what would they be? Would you ever consider sharing or doing a stream involving those hobbies? Well, I guess the best way to answer this question would be to outline the hobbies I've had over my life. When I was much younger, obviously video games were one of my hobbies, but I also used to be a collector. I used to collect baseball cards. And then I crossed over into like the...
I like how the question was, what are your hobbies? And he's literally giving us his life story. This is okay, face. But I'll give it just in case. Just in case. Because who knows?
The realm of other things like football, or American football cards. But then, comic book cards. Those were huge. Because I was a fan of comic books. I also collected comic books. Ones like X-Men, Spider-Man, Superman, and Batman.
There were comic book cards?
And then I loved getting comic book cards as well as movie tie-in cards. I remember when the Batman movies were coming out, you could get cards of the scenes and the characters, and they would come with stickers, and you put them in albums and collect, try to get the whole set. And then when the comic book cards started coming out, that was crazy because that's the era when...
Now, you know what's funny about this, though? He told us, like, oh, I lived in a, like, he kind of makes it sound... I can't remember the exact wording, so I can't say it, but I think he made it sound as if his family was like, they didn't have a luxurious lifestyle. Like, they lived kind of like a little bit under middle class, the way that he describes it. And he tells us like, oh, I have HBO when I was a kid. Oh, I collected all this stuff that cost money. And I think he also went to a private school, by the way, something like that. Some religious school he went to. It was in a Back in Time segment that Tevin did. You can watch that shit, I guess. But the Back in Time sounds pretty crazy. I like the unboxings, by the way. But oh my god, yeah.
Cards
You know what I
and
mean.
comic books were hugely collectible in the early 90s, and they
Makes
could
him
be
sound
sold
like as
for
if he's
tons
like
of money. So I would have comic book cards. I would buy a whole box. I'd go to the comic book store and say, I want the whole box of cards. And I would come home and open the box and go through and sort them and put them in order. And there'd be variants with holograms and stuff on them that would be worth more money because they're rare cards and stuff. I was heavily as a collector of that kind of stuff for a while. Then, late 90s, I got way more into video games and competitive Street Fighter. I really didn't care about that shit anymore. And that's when the internet exploded, and there was a huge plummeting in the popularity of comic books and comic book cards. So I kind of fell out from doing that stuff. Let's see. Movies. I love movies.
Whatever.
I absolutely love movies. I love watching them. I love collecting them.
He loves movies. Loves them.
I'm kind of well versed on movies of the 80s because those are the era when I grew up and I used to watch movies on television all the time. Back then, my parents.
He loves movies so much he doesn't watch any of the auteur movies or independent movies. Doesn't watch any of that. Doesn't care about those anyway, either. Doesn't have a single like interest to explore in other venues of movies that he's not used to seeing. Huge fan of movies, though. He's a movie buff, but he has no taste.
I take her titties in my hand, then I start a bongo band.
Oh, Derpy Doom guy subscribed. It's a YouTube sub, by the way, so don't get too excited. Did not expect to get a sub live in a recording. Anyways. He's a huge movie buff, but he watches like the mainstream 80s movies that, I mean, people in the 90s and 2000s watch too. But okay, sounds good.
Parents had HBO home box office, so I watched a lot of big time movies.
Again, he keeps telling us how, my childhood was tough, man. You know, we couldn't afford the nice things. I had to play with boxes. I think he said that when he talked about the Labo at one point. I know for a fact he did try to say to us that his family was like cheap or whatever. And then he says, we had HBO. Dude, I didn't even have HBO when I was a kid. My family just got HBO, like, when I was in college. That was when we got HBO.
Over ad nauseum that were on HBO all the time.
I mean, it's not, and I'm not necessarily saying that if you have HBO, you're like Mr. Moneybags either, but, I mean, HBO isn't necessarily, like, the cheapest service to get. I mean, you might get it if you budget things in a way, and I think now they made HBO a little more accessible without doing these stupid packages that some cables do, whatever.
And I have a big movie collection that I have downstairs, various eras. You know, I'd probably say starting with the 80s, although I have some from the 70s, mostly the 80s, 90s, and 2000s. Honestly, I don't think I've bought many movies that came out in the last decade. I just don't see the reason to, since everything's digital now. You want to see it, rent it, right? Now,
it's interesting he mentions this. There was a movie that I actually really liked. It's called Dope. I don't remember the story necessarily. I just know that the main character was like a 90s fan or whatever. But that movie used to be on Netflix. It's no longer on Netflix, and I don't think it's on Hulu either anymore. I can't watch that movie. I have to buy it. I mean, some movies you cannot watch on streaming anymore. Like, just because it's on a streaming platform doesn't mean it's on there forever. Like Justice League Unlimited. That's one of my favorite series that they did, and they used to be on Netflix. And I used to watch it because it would auto upscale to HD. I have the normal DVDs, which is fine, but I kind of wanted to get, a high def upscale of it. And I think the Blu-ray, Blu-ray releases kind of did that as well, which I didn't get. And now I have to buy those again. And it's like, it was on Netflix, it was great, but DC needed to put their shit on their own streaming service, which is garbage. Ugh.
But, you know, I own a lot of
Excuse
older
me.
movies and stuff like that.
Movies.
And that's a hobby of mine, like collecting older movies, watching and being kind of almost an efficient. If there was a movie trivia game about the 1980s, I would probably win everything because I'm like,
Now, I don't necessarily know if I would consider buying movies a hobby. I mean, maybe like buying. I don't know. I just don't see that as a hobby. I don't know.
really up on movies of the 80s and stuff like that. Outside of all
I
of
mean, I can
that,
say like
really,
liking movies, analyzing movies, that kind of shit. That I could see as a hobby, but I don't know about watching a movie. I don't know.
really my hobby for most of my life was competitive Street Fighter, where from the late 90s through 2007, 2008, my hobby was traveling. So we're talking 10 plus years.
Traveling is a
I would
hobby
travel
now.
to play Street Fighter, travel the country, fly all
Now you
around,
say backpacking is a hobby, which yeah, I guess it is.
and play in these competitive tournament environments, meet people from all over the country. And it was really neat, but it was also very expensive. It was a time of my
Oh
life where I
yeah, he
spent a
met
lot of
so
money.
many people. So many people. How many people does he talk to now from those days?
And something I really don't feel like I got long term anything out of. So in that regard, it's kind of like, yeah, I've been there, done that. That's why to this day and age, people are like, well, Phil, you live right outside of Seattle. Why don't you drive into Seattle and attend a fighting game tournament? I'm like, I don't want to. You know, I've done it. I've enjoyed it at a time in my life when I thought it was fun. I don't think I would really like it that much anymore. You know, if I'm gonna
This guy was like so hyped for the re-releases of Street Fighter 2 on the Switch and on the PS4. Like so hyped. Oh, it's gonna be tournament ready. I'm gonna show you guys. I'm gonna teach you some stuff that's gonna blow your mind. Really hyped that shit up, and then said the netcode was shitty. He has an opportunity to play it offline. I don't want to do it, man. I don't want to do it, man. The trolls are gonna get me, man. I'm bored, man.
drive into Seattle, I want to do touristy stuff and have fun.
Touristy stuff.
I don't want to sit in a fucking.
He wants to do touristy stuff with Cat. You live in fucking Seattle. Why do you want to do touristy stuff with your girl that was there for like a year and other trips that she visited? I mean, it's kind of dumb to do touristy things in the place like you live in.
You know, a hall where I have to wait all day for my match and have drama, and I just don't care about that. You know what I mean?
What drama?
Then when I started doing this for a living, basically the only hobbies that I have is wrestling. That's my one wrestling. Wrestling is the one thing. Pro wrestling. That's kind of a thing I follow. I'll still watch Raw and SmackDown. Now that WWE Network is big, now I watch NXT, which is the developmental show, NXT UK, which is the UK developmental show, 205 Live. I watch all the pay-per-views. So yes, I'll be watching NXT TakeOver and the Royal Rumble this weekend when it's on. I probably won't watch it live because I'll be working, but I'll watch it on demand afterward when I get a chance to actually watch them. Okay. It's still my thing, even though I kind of grown at some of the writing. I definitely think that the best talent ever is in the company, yet they don't utilize them as well as they should be at all. That's kind of like my.
You know what's funny? We just listened to a video of Drugsville ranting and raving about but how people cannot admit that Kingdom Hearts 3 is disappointing and shitty or whatever because they're longtime fans and they put a lot of time and investment into it, so they're ashamed if they admit that the game is bad or whatever. So that rant right there, they look at this, you could kind of tell that Darks Vidal, the alpha male, is ashamed to admit that he doesn't like wrestling anymore. He doesn't want to admit that he doesn't like it anymore. So instead, he just kind of sticks with it, and he's like, oh, it's kind of dumb, but I still watch it. Still put some time into that show that he says it's dumb. Man, it's almost as if he's ashamed to admit that the show sucks or something.
My one hobby outside of gaming that I don't really talk about that much in gaming is the pro wrestling thing. But outside of that, I don't really have time for much else. I've told you guys I'm working so much. I get a few hours a night to relax or spend time with Kat, and it's really not. I don't have time to do like a set hobby or anything anymore. You know what I mean?
You can't do a hobby with Cat?
So, when I ever
she
do a
she
stream
sucks.
involving those hobbies, what could I do?
I mean,
a stream
think about this. He could have stayed with Leanna, actually, if you think about it. If he invested into a hobby with her, and they did it like once a week or whatever, maybe you should make a hobby with Cat. Oh wait, no, but then he would have to tell us, and then he doesn't want that because then the trolls are gonna get him then.
To wrestling besides wrestling commentary, which I used to do. That was Smart Guys. That was the show that, from all intents and purposes, when I moved across the country, I had intended on continuing. It wasn't my choice to end the show. It was my co-host's choice to end the show because he was being very dishonest with me about his intentions. And it sucks because after that, people
very
were like,
dishonest with his intentions. How does he know his intentions? When he did that exposed video, when Rainbow and Howard did that video, did you ever get the notion that they had some intentions for years to do that? I mean, it seems like it was just sporadic and it was done because Dark Fiddle kept shitting on them every Thanksgiving. Yeah, there was a time. This has happened like 2015 and so on. Every Thanksgiving. Every Thanksgiving. Oh my god. DSP would have a question about Rambo or something, and he would just say like, well, they don't talk to me, man. They do their own stuff, man. I don't know. If they want to talk to me, they can talk to me, man. But he would get saying like these slight little remarks about it. It was really fucking weird.
Maybe to hear you do pro wrestling every once in a while, but it's definitely not the same without your former co-host. And I agree. Without having that person there to play off of, to have our differing opinions, it's certainly not the same show that it used to be, so I never really got back into it. So honestly, I don't think that would be something I would be interested in doing because I know it would be too different from what it originally was intended to be. Okay? Okay, so ladies and gentlemen, that's it for all the forum and Twitter questions. I'm now going to open the show to the stream chatters. Obviously, if you cheer, sub, or tip, you have a better chance of getting your question answered because I'm going to give you a shout out for that contribution. But in general, questions in the stream chat.
I love, by the way, it says stream opens up to stream chat questions/interaction. Why don't you say stream chat questions?
I'll be reviewing them and reading them. This could be 5 more minutes. This could be 50 more minutes, depending on the questions and how well this goes. So let's see.
5 minutes or 15 minutes, dude?
Crisis wants to know, how do I stay on the pulse of trends if I don't watch Twitch or YouTube? You guys constantly tell me what's going on outside of it. I read what you say in the stream chat, what you guys are talking about. I have social media, obviously Twitter. I follow the gaming trends. I have trends that I look at. So I kind of know what's going on. Even if I'm not watching and not directly following, I kind of at least generally know what's happening in the realm.
He knows what's happening. When Apex happened, everyone's a shill. They're all sponsored. You're all jumping on the hype bandwagon, dude. But he follows trends.
Stuff. So at least I'm well versed and I'm educated. It's not me coming completely ignorant to the world every day to stream. Although admittedly, sometimes I do. I'll come, Phil, did you see the new trailer? Did you do this? Nope. You know, I try.
He was pretty ignorant about Apex because he called everyone a shill and a sheep. Mostly sheep. Sheep is his new go-to now because he doesn't get in trouble with that. Twitch streamers won't shit on him for calling people sheep for some reason.
Try to unplug from that stuff. When I'm not on stream, I'm trying to unplug and do other stuff. So a lot of the times I am ignorant of it, you know.
But I thought I liked games. But he doesn't want to follow games, but follows trends. I don't know, this is weird logic right here.
Am I a fan of craft beers? Ask Exquilax. I don't even know what that means. I'm serious. Like, I guess craft beer must mean more like it's locally brewed or something. I don't know.
Locally brewed?
There's 1 or 2 places around here that I've been that have craft beers that are pretty good. But in general, I'm not really any kind of a beer aficionado. You know what I mean? I'll just drink whatever I feel. And if I want something lighter and less robust, I'll get like a Blue Moon. If I want something deep and dark, I'll get like a Guinness. You see what I mean? Or another kind of stout. That's the kind of guy I am. I'm not a big beer guy. So, Dope Soap Cheers says, where do you want to get married? Who will be your best man?
Oh, I didn't answer the question. So, following gaming trends, sometimes whatever comes in my face. That just shows up on my timeline. There you go. Beer is beer. I drink beer that tastes good, I guess. I don't know.
Where do I want to get married? I have no idea. Obviously that's.
I want to get married in Greece. That's where I want to get married.
Not something that's happening in the realm of possibility anytime soon. And so Kat and I really haven't really discussed it. Who'd be my best man? Nobody. There's no one to be my best man. Kat also doesn't really have anyone,
Bullshit. You have Chestnut and Potion. Chestnut and Potion could be the best man. Well, mostly Potion. Potion can hold it down. Chestnut, I don't trust him. Look at Chestnut. Cleo doesn't trust squirrels. I don't trust squirrels. There you go. Then I was like, oh, Kat has nobody. How do you know she has nobody? How does she not make friends? If she was able to she's able to make friends. I have faith in Kat. I think Kat's capable of making friends. Dark might not have faith in her, but I have some faith in Kat. I think Kat is more capable than what DSP thinks. Now, that's why DSP drives her around in the snow. That's why he doesn't want to leave the car with her. He doesn't trust Kat with the car. He's afraid that Kat's gonna just drive it off a cliff or something. He's that scared. That or he started understanding she might be driving to Jim's place. Well, little does she know I'm gonna take the car. Sound good? Sound good.
Or people who we don't really have a big family.
You don't have a big family, but I gotta take you to see my family. So he wants to take her to see his family, which is weird, even though when they don't have a big family. Why not get married then? Theo theory time, guys. So apparently, April 15th is the magic day where the taxes are gonna be done or whatever. Supposedly. I'm gonna say supposedly. And then he tells us, I'm gonna go to Connecticut around that time. And he really wants Kat and his parents to meet. What if? What if this is all to get married? The 16K is to get married! Holy shit. Figured it out, got him. Case closed. Oh, this is his busted face. This is gonna be the face that he's gonna have when he's busted. When he comes back with a wedding ring on his finger and he's like, guys, I got married. That's his face. He's gonna be like, busted. You can't fool the Greek.
Moved out here to be with me. She has like maybe one or two friends here locally from her job or whatever.
So why can't they be, the maid of honor? Why can't they be? Well, Phil, my friend, Bill, he could be the best. Dude, that could be a detractor. No, Noah, don't invite him, okay? If you're gonna get married, we're gonna do it in this house. We're gonna do it online, okay? They can do that now, okay? Swaggins is a pastor now, okay? He told me I keep up with the swagster, and he can definitely grant us wedding stuff, okay? Okay? Hopefully my voice holds out though, okay, Kat? I don't know. Hopefully it's not slow. Hopefully the wedding's not slow, okay?
And, me, I don't have time for that. So there wouldn't be any. It basically would kind of be just go see the Justices of the Peace and get married, I think. That'd be it. Just do it for us rather than doing it for the family, for the friends, a big to-do, just a little private thing for us, and that's it.
Then why take it to see your parents if you don't want a big to-do?
If and when we were ever able to do it. Blah, I can't speak English.
And the thing is that, like, He's going to Connecticut to see his parents and all that, and he's still able to beg for money. Why doesn't he just whatever?
All right, Swaggins. Just cheers. And over the years, I've noticed you have started drinking more water. Back, you used to drink a lot of energy drinks. What would you say are your top 3 favorite waters? Would you compare and contrast them? I love Fiji, Dasani, and Smart Water. Personally, I'm a huge fan of water, but I can't drink it with actual meals. Do you ever wonder what makes water so appealing to everyone when it doesn't have a distinct taste?
I like tap water. I mean, I know some people like the poor people in Michigan. Is Michigan or Flint? Whatever, Flint. They still don't have good water. They still have lead in their water, which so sucks for them. Oh, that sounded bad. Well, nothing I could do. Anyways, I like tap water. Now, Swaggin says, "Oh, how do you drink water, during a meal? It needs taste." Well, my friend, Swagster, you get seltzer water. You get water that has some flavoring in it. There you go. You got taste going. Otherwise, you could combine the food and the water, and you get a taste. I know. Well, you have to be careful, Swaggins. You don't want to put water in your mouth that's full of food and then have the water spill out. I know you might. Some people might be able to realize that, but I mean, I want to make sure. I want to make sure that you know, Swaggins. I don't want you to be wasting water or looking like a baby, dripping water out of your mouth. I don't know. Take a sip, Dark Svidil.
Well, over the years, I've done many different things. When I first started on YouTube, I was drinking terrible stuff like Jolt Cola and shit like that. Then I went to filtered water. I had a Brita filter, but the charcoal water somehow was giving me indigestion. I was getting heartburn all the time.
Charcoal water? Dude, so he was in Connecticut, I think, when he said that? I don't know. Connecticut has good tap water. Connecticut's not like a fucked up state like he likes to think it is. I mean, Connecticut has a lot of issues, but I mean, it's Connecticut. And then he moved to Washington, and I'm gonna just go out on a limb and say their tap water is probably pretty good too. But he wants to drink water that has charcoal in it. Yeah, that sounds healthy.
From it. So I stopped drinking it, and no lie, I barely get heartburn ever anymore. It was weird. Every day I had it, then I stopped doing it, and I don't get it anymore. Bottled water, for whatever reason, doesn't give me that problem. It was something with the charcoal interacting with my stomach. Very weird. As for these waters, like drinking water, I just get the cheapest thing. Look what I got. This is from a local supermarket.
You get the cheapest thing, dude.
Fred Meyer purified drinking water. I probably bought it on sale, with a coupon or something, like a big pack 32 waters or whatever. It doesn't taste bad. There's one brand out here that's disgusting. I hear what it's called. Something Arrow. Yeah, something Arrow. And it's supposed to be from a local spring, and it tastes like worse than the tap water out of the fucking the tap over there. So I stopped drinking.
Hey, what?
Something Arrow. And it's supposed to be from a local spring, and it tastes like worse than the tap water out of the fucking the tap over here in the bathroom.
The water tastes worse than the water from the tap in the tap water. Oh, poor Dark. He doesn't know how to say tap water from the sink. I mean, that's where most people get their water.
So I stopped drinking that. I don't really care, but I agree with you. I've had other waters. Fiji water, I don't know what they do to it. It just seems really smooth, and it has this refreshing aspect to it. I don't know what it is with the water. Fiji water 100% does taste different from other waters to me. Smart water also has this kind of refreshing feeling to it because they say they put electrolytes in it for flavor, and I think it tastes good. Smart water. Problem is, both Fiji is...
He lives the movie Idiocracy. Remember that movie? Electrolytes. The plants love it or whatever.
Smart water are pretty expensive. Like I said, you can get a giant pack of this generic water here for like $5 or less. while you go get those waters, you're talking $5 for a 6-pack. You know what I mean?
You know what I mean?
So
Someone
I'm
says
not
be-
necessarily a connoisseur
whatever.
of water or anything. I used to drink, what was it, Nestle Pure Life, but then I realized that this water, the generic one, tasted the same. I said, why am I paying more for the same thing? Dasani's good, I'll admit that, but they could be a little bit on the pricey side too, unless they're on sale.
The pig here, the big pig, used to drink a lot of Dasani, a lot. Not anymore.
So, there you go. DV holding.
But man, falling for the marketing scheme of buying water. I mean, I can understand buying seltzer water because that at least they do stuff to it, I guess. But I mean, buying normal water.
He said everything about changing your classic facial hair to something else, a beard or clean shaven. A full beard would never happen. I've talked about this over the years that when I let the beard grow out, it actually itches really bad. And even though I know probably if I just let it grow even longer, I'd get used to it. I don't like having it everywhere. Right here, I like it for whatever reason. It looks good, looks distinguished, looks different. I used to be bare-skinned face, and that's all.
Looks good. So good, he gets very defensive about people saying that it doesn't look good.
Right? But in general, I think I like having a little bit of goatee there. You know, I think this is actually called the Van Dyke, the design that I have here or whatever.
The Van Dyke.
But I wouldn't want a full beard because it would be probably too much grooming, too much upkeep, and it would itch. Okay?
Now, I like that it says too much grooming and upkeep and all this stuff. People who grow beards, they put effort into taking care of their beards. Oh, they're fucking stupid. They do fucking beard stuff? Oh my god, they smell like shit. Ugh. And I'm just sitting there, I'm like, I don't think you would smell the beard as much unless you put your face in it. Does DSP kiss men? In the supermarket? Like when he goes out with Cat, and Cat's like off doing cat stuff, and he's just like, he has a side dude on the side? Side dude on the side? Maybe. Maybe Chestnut's the guy. Yeah, he's kissing Chestnut, and Chestnut takes care of his beard. That's probably what it is. But you touched on people who take care of their beards.
Why not tap water? Because I live in the U.S. Well, number one, the tap water honestly doesn't taste as good as bottled water. Number two,
oh, whoops.
Why not tap water? Because I live in the U.S.
How does he know it doesn't taste as good? Did he even try it?
Well, number one, the tap water honestly doesn't taste as good as bottled water. Number two, tap water, you need to have a big open glass or whatever, right? Potential to tip it over. Here, bottled water, it's right here, and I can have the cap on it, so when I'm...
You can still knock the cap off, by the way, depending on how hard you hit it. But the other thing is that this guy drank from his mug multiple times. You can even see in some streams that he literally was pouring bottles of water into a mug. What happened to that? Did he get self-conscious because I made fun of him for drinking water out of a mug? I mean, that's kind of dumb. Come on, Dark. I was only joking. I do a lot of dumb shit too, Dark. You don't need to feel bad. Come on.
Streaming, I knock it over. It's not a big deal. Although sometimes I have made a big mess with water. But in general,
oh yeah, and that's the other thing. He still gets water all over himself. I mean, what does he fucking do? There were pre-streams where he literally said, "Oh, I got water on my keyboard." So now he keeps telling us how the inputs are dropping. This guy dropped so much water all over the place many times. He doesn't think that maybe the water has to do with why his keyboard sucks. Maybe.
Easy, it's economic. You crunch the bottle, right? Then they have these new green bottles. They're easy to crunch. They don't take up a lot of space.
Easy to crunch.
And they're all fully recycled anyway. I think this is a recycled bottle.
I get a crunchable stream for you guys. You guys love when I crunch the stream into the mic. It's not like it's a loud noise that you don't want to hear.
And then they recycle it on top of that, right?
Oh.
Here we go. This is a pet peeve. Recycled anyway. I think this is a recycled
Look
bottle.
at those eyes. He was like excited to
right?
look. Taking a sip. His eyes got so huge. He's like, I get to make an annoying noise. Oh boy.
Here we go. This is a pet peeve of a lot of people. When I crush the Eco bottle on stream. Here it goes, everyone. Ready? And then, of course, you need to add the cap to create the vacuum so that the bottle won't expand after you've pushed all the air out of it. There you go. So then...
It's a pet peeve of a lot of people. Yeah, because when you go to a stream, every streamer imaginable goes out of their way to make an obnoxious fucking noise. That doesn't make him look like an asshole at all. And the thing is that people... I mean, he fucking, like, snorts, burps, goat laughs, and shit like that into the fucking mic. I mean, he could have at least been like, hey, you know what? This bottle crunching noise can be annoying, and all those things I cannot control. So maybe I should do this one thing I can control, and do it after I stream. I mean, it just doesn't make any sense. Like, he can control it. This isn't like a fucking... This isn't post-nasal drip. And I made the joke, like, earlier, that he has post-water bottle crunching syndrome. Where he has to do it, man. It's a sickness. It's an illness. Thanks, Aunt.
That ain't a big deal. You know what I mean? Dasani bottle, you can't do that. I like these ones that you could crunch, and then you just toss them right. They recycle it right away. Okay?
Oh, no. Dasani bottle doesn't let me do...
People hate when I do that. But...
I like how it's a pet peeve, nitpick for people, but every day, we barely hear the landscapers, and he cries about the landscapers to holy hell. Like, he even thought that the landscapers were out to get him at one point. But that's worth complaining about. But the water bottle, you guys need to grow up.
There you go. Okay, let's
There you go. Open another bottle, dude.
Anyone else having questions? No. Oh, so the other question was, why not tap water? It's also harder to keep tap water cold. Even if you put ice in it, it airs out more.
Oh, what?
Because a bottle of water, you put the cap back on, you can regulate the temperature and keep it colder longer.
Okay.
Versus tap water, you really can't.
I mean, to a degree, that's right, but it's... To me, it's very negligible. I really don't notice the difference. When I have a bottle of water and I close the cap and when it's cold, I don't notice the difference. I still feel like it gets warm at the same time. Because I think the plastic might absorb the heat anyway, so it warms it up at this anyways. Whatever. I'm a dumb Greek though, so don't listen to me all the time.
Muscle over bones said, if you don't drink tap water, how do you get your fluoride? Your teeth will fall out. I brush my teeth. If you just brush your teeth regularly 2 to 3 times a day, you have enough fluoride in your teeth. The problem is, the reason they put fluoride in the tap water in America is because they don't think people brush their teeth enough. So it's a way to keep teeth longer, even though if you're just brushing your teeth with standard toothpaste, you're fine anyway.
Oh yeah, standard toothpaste, not the toothpaste that has fluoride in it. Whatever. Well, you know, whatever. Fuck it.
Hoovian Dragons asks, is there any certain goal I have now that you believe you can achieve in the future, and how's your day been? My day's been good.
My goal in the future, keep going with stuff. Just be in a good mood, and praise the bun.
Primarily been just doing this, so far so good. I think the Ask the King has been a good episode.
Good episode.
A goal, I'll be very honest with everyone. A goal for the future I really would like to do, and this is me being very honest, I don't know if I'll ever be able to do it. I want to do a charity stream.
I want to do a charity stream. But I thought EA was a piece of shit for doing a charity promotion for their games or whatever the fuck. I thought charity is supposed to be used without any gain. Wow, dark.
I want to do a stream where I'm in a good enough financial position. I don't have to worry about not streaming.
And honestly, I really don't think he should do a charity stream at this point. I mean, because I know what's gonna happen. One of two things. One, he's just gonna get a lot of trolls saying, "You're gonna keep the money. You're gonna keep the money. You're gonna keep the money." It's gonna be just a whole rant about how he didn't keep the money. And people are still gonna accuse him of that. But even if he works through that, you know, I don't necessarily trust him with a charity stream, because I mean, I could see DSP kind of weasel away to keep some of the money. He'll probably know he can't keep all of the money for himself, but I guarantee he's gonna say, "Well, how's the charity gonna work? Well, let me tell you, I'm gonna keep this amount. I'm gonna keep 25% of the money that I make during this stream, and the other percent is gonna go to the charity, okay? You gotta trust me, dude." And there you go. It's gonna be that. And it's gonna be really fucking odd, and there's gonna be people that are not gonna trust him with that. And he's probably gonna hit the money, and then it's gonna get people like me or whatever saying he kept the money or whatever. I mean, and that's kind of honestly why I don't want to do that. I really don't have any interest in doing a charity stream, because I just don't know what charity to use, and I really don't trust I not that I don't trust myself. It's just that I just don't want I just don't want a headache of, "Oh, Theo, where's the money? Where do you put the money?" It's like, yeah, I don't want to do any of that. So if I want to do a charity, I'll just do it myself. I don't know. That's like a cop out answer, but you know, it is what it is. The only thing I want to take care of is Cleo. Okay, so thank you.
A day is going to hurt me to the point where I can do a nice charity event where I can just stream and do random stuff and raise money for a good cause.
So he says like, "Oh, if I could do this and be okay with taking a loss or whatever, in a good financial position, blah blah blah." He takes a day off once a week, and he takes a night off once a week. If he's able to take a whole day off doing nothing or whatever from streaming, I feel like he can take a day to do a charity event. This is a good, well, good face.
Always wanted to do it. And I've told the story before, I'll tell it again. 2015 was going to be the year when I was going to do it. I had it planned out.
Now this is, to me, bullshit, because when he got swatted and when he got the copyright strikes, you know, he did those big vlogs. He never mentioned a charity event. I mean, think about it. When he got swatted and the cops just said, "Hey man, we got called. You want to come out?" "Okay. Hey, we're out." "All right, man. A lot of gamer shit. Go back in." He was like, "I could have died." The story went from like, you know, a group of police officers to the SWAT team coming into his house and throwing him at the house or whatever the fuck. I mean, well, not that, but I mean, he changed the number of cops and the gear they had. I mean, he went from like, "Oh yeah, just a few cops came," to, "Oh man, oh I got like the SWAT team came with their dogs and their shields and they were ready, man." And it's like, okay, this doesn't line up with the story at all, but okay. And but anyways, during all of that, he never mentioned, "Oh, I was gonna do a charity stream. Well, now I can't because of the detractors, dude." It would have been like the perfect pity, the perfect way to get people to feel sorry for him. It would have been free pity points, because, you know, it's not like he's using the charity at that point to get more money. He's just describing how it is, whatever the fuck out. Whatever. I mean, DSP's done a lot of desperate things anyway. But he never mentioned it. Now, years later, when when everyone that used to watch him on YouTube don't watch him anymore, and it's just random people who find him. "Oh yeah, I was gonna do one on YouTube, but the trolls got me, man." Yeah, I totally believe that.
I had the charity lined up. I had the means to do it. I actually had 2 people who were going to be celebrity guests on the stream.
Now, he had the means to do it. I'm pretty sure there were tons of pre-streams where he was like, I'm financially tight right now. I don't know, man. I'm pretty sure he complained about views and money during that, before the swatting.
Other content creators who were going to show up and do it.
Oh, really?
And I had an event
Now,
planned.
he mentions this, but no one has come out and say, like a lot of content creators kind of mention Darks Vidal one way or the other, and he says, "Oh, I got other content creators to be involved." Like who? And I'm positive that these content creators he probably wronged, or they're not fans of him anymore, and they probably would have came out and said, "Hey man, DSP was gonna have me in the charity event, but look at his terms, man. It's fucking stupid." Well, I wasn't gonna do a charity stream with Darks Vidal, but now I'm gonna do it on my own because fuck that guy. I don't know, whatever.
Where I was going to be like classic throwback video games that I was going to do for this event. And then that year, 2015, was the year when I got false copyright strikes against my channel, massive trolling.
And the thing is that he was still paying off the move. In 2015, he was still paying off the move, I thought. I should say I thought. Because I don't think he ever, like, got through that. Because I remember him even still complaining about that. I think he complained about that even in 2016 at one point.
Not doxed, excuse me, swatted, and all that shit happened. And I was like, after all that happened, I was like, I guess I'm canceling the event. Because there's no way that I could do it in good conscience. People would probably do whatever they could to fuck with me. Shut me off the internet.
The thing is that they probably wouldn't fuck with him raising money to the, for the charity, but they probably would have started to make the speculation that he would pocket the money. Because the thing is that even during that time, there were a lot of YouTubers that were doing charity events, and a lot of them were being found out to keeping the money. Because I remember, like, there was a lot of people saying, look at Critical. At least he does charity right. He tries and he does it. And he's very honest about it. Which he has for the most part, from what I remember. But there were other like YouTubers that I don't even remember right now, on the top of my head, that were like getting in trouble with people saying like, look, they're pocketing the money. And you're telling me that Darks Vidal, the prime pig here, would not get people trying to say, DSP's gonna pocket the money. I don't know.
Get me in trouble here, and just basically make the event miserable and not a success. So I ended up that year not doing it. I canceled everything.
How would he get in trouble with Twitch when he wasn't on Twitch? What?
The internet, get me in trouble here, and just basically
get me in trouble here. But you weren't on Twitch at that time. You hated Twitch. You said it was about subs and bits. Oh.
The event miserable and not a success. So I ended up that year not doing it. I canceled everything. And ever since then, I never bothered to try to do it again. Because it's every year there's so many more people who are so toxic and sick that I guarantee you one or two things would happen. Either they would try to shut down the event so horribly because they would want to make me see me fail and know that how frustrating it would be for me, being it's the only time I've ever done a charity event. Or they would actually try to contact the charities involved and say, oh, you don't want to be associated with him. He's a racist. He's a bigot. And again, just like we talked about.
That part probably would happen as well. Probably. But I like that the first thing that he said that would happen would be we would try to get him angry to shut down the event or whatever. I think they're probably going to say that you're going to pocket the money, Darks Vidal. I think that's probably more likely to happen.
On the show earlier, link to stuff that
I mean, people literally say that now. They literally say that, oh, this tip's goal is just him to pocket the money and this and that. I mean, people say that now. And he doesn't think that people are going to say that about the charity event? Okay.
9 years ago and act like that's stuff I do now and act like I'm such a horrible person. Like, you don't want to be associated with this guy raising money for you. And try to basically ruin the whole thing. And that sucks because, as you guys know, I'm not like that. I would love to do something for charity. Like, as I've told you guys, I do charity when I can actually do it. I certainly don't do it in a big way, but every once in a while, if I throw a buck here or there for a charity or whatever, I do it. And
he throws a buck to a charity. I guarantee I guarantee these charities that there's money to are the ones you get when you go to Whole Foods or a supermarket and they say, "Do you want to donate to this charity?" And he's like, "Okay, see, I'm doing good. I donated." Guarantee that's what's going on
Advertise
here.
that stuff. I feel that charity is something that's supposed to be not done for public gain. Oh, look at how good that guy is because he raised all this money for charity. I don't like that. I think charity should be something, if you can afford it, you do it behind the scenes and you keep it to yourself, because you shouldn't get any personal gain.
You shouldn't get any personal gain. Then why do you want to stream it then? Why do you want to stream a charity event if you don't want anything to gain? Because people do charity events to get awareness for the charity, yeah, but it also like kind of benefits them because it gives them views and support and people who like the content because they're like, hey, this guy, really cares about this cause and this and that. He's a nice guy. I'm gonna follow him and blah blah blah. Like that's kind of, I feel like that's how a lot of people like got more aware and supportive of Critical because he did all those charities. And there's nothing wrong with that, in my opinion, because I mean it's mutual. But I mean it's not like that the person's gonna keep the money 100%. It is what it is.
Just because you did something nice. If that's the case, then what, you really weren't doing it to do it to be nice. You were doing it for your
I mean
own
the thing is
personal.
that charity, I mean, people even do like donate their shit to places because they want to get a tax return. They do it for their taxes sometimes as a deductible. So I mean, technically, people kind of don't do that for 100% anything. But that's donating stuff though. So it's, but I mean, we don't really need to do this like grandstanding about charity. If you decide to do a charity stream, you don't need to be like, I'm doing a charity stream because I want to give back to the community. Just do a charity stream and just do that. You don't need a pedestal to do it.
Gain. That's why I didn't participate in any of those viral fads years ago. Oh, the ice bucket challenge and all that. Sorry, but people were doing.
Sorry, only the ice bucket challenge raised a lot of money for what they were trying to accomplish. Stupid. Wow, what idiots, right?
It literally to jump on a fad and look good, not to actually help. I'm sorry. I
Oh
really
yeah, they did for the lulz. Okay.
And I know for a fact a lot of people were doing it for viral popularity, not because it was.
Of course there were people doing it for viral popularity. People do shit for shit all the time. Ugh.
Well intentioned.
They're not well intentioned, dude.
That's why I refused to do that stuff. I always kept it behind the scenes. But I would eventually love to do some kind of a charity event, but I don't even know when. The thing is, even now, I really do feel that now I'm viewed more in a positive light than I.
Oh yeah, positive light. When Twitch does those charity bit stuff, he is like when they first started doing that, he literally took time to make sure he kept the money. What a great guy. Usually people probably if they saw that, oh, Twitch is doing a charity, they probably be like, okay, cool, I'm just gonna just tell my fans to do hashtag charity in their bits and just leave it at that. No, Darks Vidal made sure he got to make money off it because he's such a nice guy.
I have been in a long time. Like, I feel that when I moved out here to Washington in 2014, that was the low. Like, people hated me. They wanted to see me fail. They were so jealous that I was able to move across the country to a nice house and play.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah, we're jealous that you moved to a house that you can't pay the bills on. Yeah, oh man. Honestly, I'm gonna tell you who I'm really jealous of. Cleo. I'm jealous of her. She has the perfect life. She gets to sit around, wait for me to come out to give her food. She gets to be waited on paw to paw. I mean, Cleo got it going. Cleo got life figured out.
Do anything they could. Impersonate people, put fake fan art so they could strike me later with copyright strikes and take down my YouTube channels and take everything possibly away from me. And now I think really with the changes that I've instituted in the last few years that people have mellowed out in a lot of ways. I get messages every day about people who are like, I used to be a hater of yours, but I'm not anymore.
Oh yeah, that meme. Because that's totally honest and true. I used to be a hater, Phil, but now I love you. And then they never come back to chat. Whoops.
Finally, even with that mainstream kind of, oh, fuck Phil, he's a piece of shit,
Fuck
kind
Phil.
of feeling waning and not really being prominent anymore.
Wait, what?
I think that
It's waning and not being prominent anymore. But I can't tell you about anything because of the dirty trolls, dude. Oh, this mentality of fuck Phil is waning. It's dying down, dude. I can't get a sponsorship because of the fucking trolls, dude. Oh, yeah. Yeah, okay.
there's still a group of people who are so dedicated to hurting me because they're just mentally ill, they would try to find a way to fuck over the event no matter what.
Oh.
And that's why I basically never have done anything like
He plans it because there's a minority of detractors that are so mentally ill, they go out of their way to make sure that Dark's Vidal doesn't get sponsorships, even though he had his bounty, whatever.
that.
Don't think about it. Ignore it. Never happened.
All right, Swaggy says a lot of people praise Voss. I can't get behind it. I'm talking about the glass Voss bottles. The plastic ones could taste different, but when you drink Voss, it has to be a very sour taste to it, and it leaves no aftertaste. It's really weird and unsettling. Oh, I've never drank Voss water, so I could not speak to that. But thank you for the cheer. Silent Watch, you tip me $1. Let's see what it says here. Hope your stream is going well. What do you think your plans will be for March and February? Any concerns about future playthroughs? Have you ever considered hosting content on the King of Hate? Hold on. Or to other content creators, what in February? Any concerns about future playthroughs? Have you ever considered hosting content on the King of Hate? Hold on.
I can't really answer that because
or to other content creators, what about finding an MCN of your own? Dude, everything you literally mentioned is for someone who has money. I mean, even PewDiePie doesn't host his own content. And think about how much money that fucker's rolling in.
That fucker.
And he doesn't do it. So if the richest dude for doing gaming content can't do it, I'm pretty sure I can't afford it, okay?
That fucker.
But thank you for the $1 tip. Swaggy Street again, he said, what's your stance on electric versus regular toothbrushes? I've used electric for many years. Oh, I never had an electric. The only one I ever had, a toothbrush that had motion, it was the Oral-B, the one where it has a battery in it, and you push it and it vibrates, and you brush your teeth vibrating. I used that for many years, probably like 4 years, and I liked it. But then I realized I'm paying so much more money for this thing. Is it really effectively cleaning my teeth any better? So then I just went to like a standard Colgate toothbrush, and it had like a little circle design on it or whatever. I was like, it feels better. I actually feel like I'm cleaning my teeth better with this toothbrush that's half the price. So I just use regular toothbrushes.
I feel like when he did the electric, he didn't have any pressure. He just kind of was like, oh, he let the brush do the work, and he didn't do anything. And then he was like, this sucks, man.
Professional grade, crazy ass electric toothbrush or anything like that, and I probably never will. So
there you go.
Let's see here. Orpheus has subscribed to the channel for the 4th month in a row. Thank you, Orpheus, for the support.
I took the
Shadow Steve, cheers. Luigi's Mansion on GameCube will be right up your alley. Not too long in a unique game. I don't know if there's a viable way for me to do that.
It's on the 3DS. He can capture 3DS games. It's viable. Oh, wait, I forgot. He doesn't want to do a playthrough where he's like this. I am doing a 3DS playthrough. Clearly, obviously, makes sense.
Because I don't know if it was ever like emulated on, say, the Wii or Wii U.
And he has a fucking Wii that plays GameCube games. He could literally buy a GameCube disc and pop it in. He was able to play fucking Mario Sunshine. How does he not think this? Think about this.
You know what I mean? Was it on a console that I could actually play it fully? Or are you saying I should get the original? Because I could play GameCube games on my Wii. Do you think that I should get the original game on disc?
No way!
I should do a playthrough of it?
You're telling me that this GameCube game that you want me to play, I could play on the GameCube? Whoa! Dude, that is insane. What a world. What a world we live in.
Oh, maybe I would consider it. I don't know.
I don't know.
Dope Soap Chewed again. Have you thought about maybe having a parlay convo with big name detractors? No. The bottom line is they're not interested in it. If they ever were actually looking for something from me, they would have said it. And there were some of these guys who over the years said, we just want Phil to change. So I did change, and now they still do it. So it was bullshit to begin with. The bottom line is if there's someone out there who's...
They wanted me to change. I changed. Maybe you changed for the worse, and you didn't change the way that they wanted you to change. And I kind of would argue that you didn't really change. You're the same kind of person. The only thing you changed is that you're a whore on Twitch now. I guess that's a positive for you though, because you get to make money, Dark.
Who's dead set on hurting me, and it's someone who I've never directly talked to, don't know anything about. This is all they do. They're already fucked up and they're beyond, you know.
Wait, what?
Bottom line is, if there's someone out there who's dead set on hurting me, and it's someone who I've never directly talked to, don't know anything about, this is all they do. They're already fucked up and they're beyond, you know, changing. They're doing it for a reason. Some people who do it is because they get personal gain.
It's funny he says this. Now, one of the things that people complained about Dark's Fidel for years was, oh, see, he said Evil AJ needs to go to the mental hospital and the white coats and blah blah blah, like that shit, which is still kind of fucked up. And he's like, well, I listened to it and I changed, but these guys are mentally fucking ill. They need help, man. They need electroshock therapy. Kinda disproves that you've changed, if you ask me.
They actually get money and donations and earnings off of illegally stealing my content on a daily basis. And that's why they do it.
Oh no, I get money from doing Dark's Fidel videos. But it's not like I, in return, give people art or anything. I mean, my Patreon kind of explains what you get out of it. And if you come to my streams and you give me money via tips or whatever, that's your prerogative. But, I mean, if we're gonna play this game, then, you know, isn't it a little fucked up to get money for a game you didn't make? Oh.
Others do it just because this is the only way that they can get attention in their lives.
Oh, yeah.
Maybe some of them actually feel like they have personal gripes against me despite the
fact
that
yeah. I used to, like, it's gonna sound fucking whatever, but one of my old videos, I did a House review, House Season 5 review, and that got 500 views. Now, part of me is, over the years, I got a little upset or mad because I got 500 views on that one video, and then after that, I've never seen that my view count get that way for a while, and I was like, what the fuck, man? But, I mean, I got attention through other ways before, but, I mean, obviously people, you know, tune in for Dark's Fidel content because, well, it's Dark's Fidel, come on.
I have no idea who these people are, and that's incredibly unhealthy.
Incredibly unhealthy.
What's the point? And another thing is, last year, if you guys remember, early 2018, I sat down and I said, I
fucking love this. I made a video called DSP, I think it was the DSP Tries It or whatever. No, I think this was way after I stopped doing that. I named the video like DSP gives DSP and his bugged olive branch mechanics or something, because his olive branch was complete nonsense. And yeah, we'll get into that right now.
I'm tired of this shit, this negative stuff. I just want it to go away. So I'm having a truce. If people just want to talk about it or whatever, I'm throwing in the towel and having a truce. I don't ever want to be at odds with these people again. I just want to make my content. I just want it to go away. So another thing is, last year, if you guys remember, early 2018, I sat down and I said, I am tired of this shit.
I am tired of this shit. You know what he said, actually, in early 2018? I was right. The escort was fake. Oh my god, I do it all the time, man. Figured it all out. Now, I know there were detractors that did believe in the escort stuff, so you guys can talk to me. I'm gonna have an olive branch. He didn't fucking sound defeated at all. He was like, he fucking jerked up on stream again about how he knew it was bullshit and how he was vindicated and blah blah blah. And now he's telling us, well, I was like, I had enough. Guys, let's have a truce. When that's not the case.
Negative stuff. I just want it to go away. So
he wants it to go away. He didn't even say that either. He literally didn't say that. He said, look, if you want to talk to me about something, go ahead, I'll respond. And I took him up on that, and he gave me nothing. He gave me Gugats, dude. So, Dark, you fucking fucked up. You fucked up. I followed through. I followed through with your truths. I fucking emailed you. I said nice things to you, and you said nothing in return. Nothing. Now, of course, he might tell me, oh, but Theo, the spam filter. Okay. Does the spam filter out emails that don't have money attached? That might be what it is. Should add. Oh my god, fuck it. Bugged olive branch mechanics.
Truce, if people just want to talk about it or whatever, I'm throwing in the towel and having a truce. I don't ever want to be at odds with these people again. I just want to make my content and have fun and be chill, and that's it. And none of them took the olive branch. Instead, they just continued with their.
But what did they get out of it though? You just want them to stop talking about it. That's not what an olive branch is. Like, why would they take an olive branch that doesn't benefit them equally? It was a one-way road, and it's like, oh yeah, go down this road and don't come back. That's fair. It's like, what?
Okay. Negative shit all year. I completely said I would lay off and not do anything in regards to them, and they just get attack. So fuck that.
Wait, so does that mean that you're gonna attack? When are you attacking? I mean, we're still waiting. We're still waiting for that threat. Back when last year he made towards Tevin. I'm still waiting for that to see what happens. I mean, he said he's gonna get what's coming to him and shit like that and whatever. I wonder when that's gonna happen. He has to hit the sub goal, I guess. That's the sub goal for 2019. No. The hidden campaign. Remember that campaign? He said, "Oh God, this dude campaign 2019 is gonna get people to give me money." That was his campaign. He's waiting for the right time to unveil it.
They don't care. When you're that fucked in the head and all you want to do is hurt, that's it. You're fucked. You know.
That's it.
I can't be a psychiatrist to them and figure out what the fuck their problem is and talk them off the ledge from being awful and ruining their lives.
But I talked to you, Darksfidel. What fuckery is this? This is like you contacting your psychiatrist saying, "Hey man, I need help," and then your psychiatrist is like, "You didn't listen to what I said. I said I'm gonna give him an olive branch, and all the bad things would go away if he just stops talking to me." And now he's talking to me. Fuck this.
So
bullshit.
Do you know what I mean? Nothing that I say or do is ever gonna help. It's got to be something on their end to figure shit out.
Stuff on their end.
Goldry Bloodscope cheers. Do you have a game plan for the empty emote slots? I've not really heard who's ever going to help. It's got to be something on their end to figure shit out.
I don't really need a lot of stuff to figure out. I mean, I got the message, Dark. You didn't respond, and that was loud and clear. So I think he revisits it later, but I'll say it now. The whole point of that stupid olive branch was the grandstand. I'll just be like, see, I talked to the haters. I had a one-on-one with them, and I offered to talk to them, and they didn't take it, so they're fucked in the head. See, I was right all the time. They were not in it to talk to me, because I offered the olive branch, which was just for them to stop talking. They didn't take it. See, they're fucked up. I'm the nice guy here. Yeah, okay.
Goldry Bloodscope cheers. Do you have a game plan for the empty emote slots?
Well, not manipulative at all.
Any ideas? For me, it's not really on me to come up with those. It's you guys. Like, what would you guys like to see? Is there memes or things from my streams that recently you think would be cool to have a new emote or whatever? You gotta let me know, and then we gotta see if anyone would be willing to make them. But the bottom line is, I can't do anything about it. I don't have Photoshop. I don't have any kind of editing software like that. And you know what I mean? Like, I just kind of shrug. I don't really have a means to do that. So in that regard, you know, it's really out of my hands. It's up to other people who want to maybe do fan art and stuff. You know what I mean? Dope Soap Cheers. He says, what does the olive branch entail though? Like,
oh, there it is. But this is a new emote that he's gonna have. Now I saw this and I literally was like, he's not gonna add this. This is a troll. This is a meme probably. I mean, look how bad it is. It has, like, I think it even has, like, shit on his head. No, this is his hair. I thought it was actually, like, a stock image of shit on his head. Whoops. But it's literally just him in a toilet. And DSP uses it. Okay.
What does it mean? It means that I wouldn't actively attack anyone. I wouldn't bring it up. I wouldn't talk about them if they don't talk about me. You know what I mean?
Whoops. Well,
Dope Soap Cheers. He says, what does the olive branch entail though? Like, what does it mean? It means that I wouldn't actively attack anyone. I wouldn't bring it up. I wouldn't talk about them if they don't talk about me.
There it is. that shows you his real intention of that stupid olive branch was just to make him look good. It was just him to look like the victim. See, I offered them the olive branch. They didn't take it, but he never really disclosed the what it was completely. Like he did it in a very weird way. But here he says, well, what it would entail is that I don't talk about them, they don't talk about me. Now the thing about that is he said many times that I am not going to talk about detractors, okay? I'm not going to talk about it because that's what they want. They give me attention. They just want my attention and they want me to talk about shit. I'm not going to talk about them. I'm not going to talk about these detractors. So, I mean, like, the olive branch is kind of retarded on both sides of the aisle. Because it would be more beneficial for him to not talk about detractors at all, period. But he put it behind this, so since the detractors did not go through with his olive branch, then that implies that he would naturally talk about detractors, which is negative, and and it's against his own terms of service on his channel. This olive branch nonsense makes no sense. No sense. Why would it benefit the detractors? Detractors love it when he talks about them. I mean, because it makes him look more like an idiot. I mean, then when he does talk about detractors, he sounds more like an idiot, to be honest. Like it's this olive branch was so dumb. It's so dumb. The initial idea of it well, email me, got a question, bring it up, and I'll answer it. That made more sense than this. Actually, that's what the olive branch should have been, but it wasn't, apparently. Which is a lie. He betrayed me. I thought the olive branch was, I could email him a question and he'd respond. I asked him a question, a hard-hitting question, and he didn't respond. Wow. Wow. That's fucked up.
Ignore the shit that I'm doing, and I won't bother you. You know what I mean? Like,
but that doesn't make any sense, because it wouldn't be beneficial for him to bother detractors anyway. He says he tells us every day, well, I don't give them attention anymore. See how great it is? Well, see, they didn't follow it, so I mean, I can attack them now and feel okay. I don't fucking know. It's such a weird fucking thing. It's so weird. I could probably talk for another hour about how confusing this whole olive branch shit is. It's so dumb.
That's the thing, like, people are like, oh, well, why do people attack Phil? I don't fucking know.
I don't fucking know. I don't know. I don't know why they attack me. I say I'm gonna give them an olive branch where they can talk to me, and I don't talk to them. And they're angry about it. What the fuck?
Some people literally will bring back something from 10 years ago. Phil said this one thing.
Okay. And this is great. He shits on people who bring up the one thing in the past. But he still brings up This Is How You Don't plays from Evil AJ. He still brings that up. And he tells us that we bring up old shit. Okay.
Years ago that was ignorant, and it pisses us off.
And he also holds like game developers to things that they did in the past as well.
Do that anymore. You don't hear me going out and just blowing up about games and talking bad about
We don't hear you blowing up? You literally blew up about Apex streamers. You blew up about fucking Tevin restreaming you. Which, all he did was nothing. He just kind of sat there and watched your Halloween marathon. You blamed him for that, apparently, for no reason. And then you made needless threats to him and said, well, some people were upset what Tevin did, and he's gonna get it. And then, nothing happened. Okay. Logical pig is logical, I guess.
Who like certain games or insulting people who don't, without having some kind of intelligence behind it or some kind of an argument behind it. You're not going to hear me
No intelligence, no logic behind it. Well, these Apex streamers, they're just sheep. They're idiots, dude. Come on.
And do the kind of ranting and raving and shit that I used to do without good reason. I've changed as a person.
So what was the good reason of ranting and raving about Kingdom Hearts fans liking Kingdom Hearts 3? What was good about that?
These people used to use as their thesis of why they hate me isn't standing true anymore. So now they just do it for the sake of doing it.
Oh, okay, I have a thesis. Wait, no, actually, well, whatever. Fuck it, we'll use Dark's terminology, but here's the thesis. DSP crunches bottles into the microphone, and that makes people not like the content. And guess what? It stands true because you can literally go into the stream and see complaints about it in Dark's Vidal's chat, complaining about the water bottle being crunched. That's my thesis.
And it's like, well, then what was the point? You really didn't have any justification behind what you were doing anyway. And that's my point that I was trying to make last year. Last year, they were trying to dox people on my forums. And I'm like, then just...
This is just great that he brings this up. I've said in the past many times, and I'll keep saying it, he does not give a flying shit about his fans. His whole entire forum was getting doxxed, people were being found out, whatever. The only person who gave a fuck about his fan base was King Jezel. I mean, you could say, well, King Jezel left because he wanted to protect himself from the doxing, but the whole thing was that he lost faith in Phil because DSP was not doing what Kiwi Farms wanted because he was too dumb about it. Because he was like, oh, well, I disagree with what Vidar said. Oh, great, DSP did what he wanted. Vidar cried about, like, oh, how dare you say it was my fault, Phil? I'm not saying it's your fault. I'm just saying that, whatever. He said some weird nonsense, and Kiwi Farms was like, this isn't what we wanted. What the fuck? So King Justin was like, oh my god, Phil, you had it, and you fucked it up. And then DSP kept being a retard about it. Like, King Jizzle was the only one that cared. He was the only one that cared about Dark's fans. But DSP is like, fuck it, let him loose.
Do it. Because nothing I say or do will ever satisfy you. You're obviously messed up enough in the head.
Nothing I say or do will satisfy you. But the first time he approached it, he did satisfy them. They were happy with it. And then he goes on to, like, defend Viking. And they were like, wait, this isn't what we wanted. This isn't at all. And then he's like, well, they should just fucking do it. They're your fucking fans. And I said that, and this kind of shows why his forums died. Ugh. Alright. I gotta go, guys. I know it's a great place to end, but, I might edit it or upload this. I don't know. We'll see, I guess. We'll see what happens. Hello, everyone. Got some bad news. Well, somewhat bad news. One of the bad news I have to tell you guys. Hold on, actually, hold on. Fix something. Come on. Oh boy. Okay. I'm gonna be finishing Under the King. Believe it or not. Maybe. Hopefully. I pray to. But I'm gonna be eating. I got a little hungry. I'm just coming off a stream, dude. So, I have to eat. I have to feed, okay? Okay? The Greek has to eat too, you know. Okay? I'll try to keep the, to a minimum. Don't worry, I'm not gonna be Dark Svidil here and kind of do it intentionally. You know, I'm gonna try to restrain myself. I'll be a good Greek boy. Okay. All right. Let's get started.
To think that something that's going on with me controls your ability to dox people on the internet. You are fucked up. You are bad people with no
you're talking about trolls.
It doesn't matter what I change or what I do. You could hold it with a gun to my head saying if I do something that you'll change, and then they didn't anyway. That was the other thing. Like, the thing that they wanted to happen happened. There was a mod who they really hated. That person got banned from Twitch. After that, did they just magically stop?
Oh, this is great. God damn. So he talks about his bugged olive branch. I kind of ranted about it a little bit earlier, but as I said, it was all just to make him look like a good guy and a victim, and make the detractors look like evil people that don't listen to reason, etc. But this gave birth to a Theo theory. Guys, are you ready for a Theo theory? I think you guys are. You guys love Theo theories. My Theo theory is, and it's a Theo theory that I think a lot of people had. I think even Vikings share the same theory, but the theory is that Dark Vidal got Vidar banned. Dark Vidal hit up Twitch, said, hey man, ban him. And he got him banned thinking, oh, this is gonna please the trolls. They're gonna leave me alone because Viking's out of here. I have a feeling like he didn't say that, but I mean, it's just really odd. The thing that they wanted happened. I mean, if you think about why Viking got banned, I mean, I always thought it was a little odd because I mean, you can always say, well, Kiwi Farms did it and this, that. I mean, and that could be a contributor to it, but I mean, there are people who report people all the time, and now it doesn't mean that shit's gonna happen. Who knows? And I'm pretty sure DSP could vouch for Viking, and Twitch would listen to DSP because he's the golden pig. Come on.
Asking me, of course not.
They
continued because they're liars. They're hypocrites. They are the ultimate people who need help, but they will not seek. After that, did they just magically stop harassing me? Of course not. They continued because they're liars. They're hypocrites. They are the ultimate people who need help, but they will not.
The ultimate people? We're the ultimate people. Holy shit. Take that. Take that, fucking scrubs. We're ultimate. We're the ultimate people. We're ultimate. And we need to get help because we're too ultimate. That's why. That's why he wants us to have help. We're too ultimate to be contained.
Seek it. Instead, they just believe this insane cultish mentality that hurting people on the internet who never did a thing to them is something good. It's a crusade for good. And
oh yeah, this is a crusade of good. Oh yeah, shitting on a guy who plays with toys and wears a cowboy hat is morally good. Yeah, I agree, Dark. Cleo agrees too. Cleo's in on it too. She's a good rabbit.
And morality, they're not fucked up in the head. They can't. They need help, but won't seek it themselves. But because it's the shit they do is anonymous.
Doctor, please, I'm making fun of a guy on the internet. I mean, if I went out of my way to fly to where he lives or whatever, then okay, fair enough, I guess. But I mean, I'm just watching a dumb YouTube video at this point. Okay.
On the internet, no one else knows they need the help. They may even have personal lives that are normal, but then they go and they do this weird shit in their fucking rooms after hours to try to hate on me and shit. It's just fucked up, man. No one else knows they need the help. They may even have personal lives that are normal, but then they go and they do this weird help, but won't seek it themselves. But because it's the shit they do is anonymous on the internet, no one else knows they need the help. They may even have personal.
No one knows they need the help. I'm anonymous, guys. You don't know me. Yeah, you get to see my face. You know I'm white. My name's Theo. I'm Greek. Yeah, I'm anonymous, guys.
Lives that are normal, but then they go and they do this weird shit in their fucking rooms.
I have a normal life, and then I go out. It's like I'm like Batman. I live a normal life, and then I go into my bat cave or my Greek cave. I go to my Greek cave, and I do detracting stuff because that's what Greeks do. Greeks have this double life, dude. Okay.
After hours to try to hate on me. And
after hours. After hours. Yeah, I go in the after hours. I go in the dead of night. I'm like, oh, I gotta do a video on Darksville. This is my life. I am the knight. I am Detractor man. Greek man.
Up, man. You know what I mean? But that's what I'm saying. Like, I would 100% say, I'll never mention this shit ever again. There's no point. If people just leave me alone and stop fucking with me, I never would have to do the things that they hate. The thing that they claim that they hate the most about me is that I eBay, right? You're constantly asking your viewers and your fans for contribution. Well, guess what? I never would have ever had to hate. The thing that they claim that, like, I would 100% say, I'll never mention this shit ever again. There's no point. If people just leave me alone and stop fucking with me, I never would have to do the things that they hate. The thing.
So he says that, oh, they stopped. I talk. Oh my god. Oh, I gotta hear that. Gotta hear that again.
That's what I'm saying. Like, I would 100% say, I'll never mention this shit ever again. There's no point. If people just leave me.
I will never mention this shit again. Like, what shit? Detractors or money? He didn't really specify that, and that's what tripped me up. Because if he's saying, like, oh, I'll never mention detractors again, I mean, he shouldn't be mentioning it anyway. It doesn't benefit him at all. But if he's talking about money, well, he's gonna beg anyway.
Alone and stop fucking with me.
And then he says, "Oh, but they stopped fucking with me." But last year he bragged about how after the SOK fell apart, the trolling went down, man. No one trolls me as much anymore. People know I'm not gonna go anywhere. They're not trying to get me off Twitch anymore, man. They love me, man. Oh no, they don't love him. Whoops. They gave up, man. The trolling is nowhere near as bad, man. Now it's I have to beg now, guys. The trolls. Okay.
I never would have to do the things that they hate. The thing that they claim that they hate the most about me is that I e-bag. Right?
Oh. That is different, though. I mean, I do hate that too, but I can at least I can let it go when it's like, oh, like a pre-stream. Oh, sorry. Like if it's a pre-stream, I can understand. Okay, he wants to shill his Patreon, whatever. I can even understand that. It's just that he goes on way too long. He has stuff that no one should care about. And the thing is that when he begs, it kind of fucks up his lore. He begged for tips in 2017 to pay the bills. He begged for tips in 2018 to pay the bills. And now he's acting as if begging for tips to pay the bills is something new. Okay.
Constantly asking your viewers and your fans for contribution. Well, guess what? I never would have ever had to do that if my YouTube...
And the only reason why detractors hate him a lot for doing this is because he kept saying, "I'm not like those other Twitch streamers that beg for money all the time. I have dignity, and I love what I do." And this was like in 2015, 2016. And then YouTube ad revenue went down. And the thing that's oh my god, that's more annoying about all of this is that when the copyright strikes happened and all that shit, he didn't even beg that hard. He was begging to hit the Patreon goal. Sure, he was the goal, hit the Patreon goal, whatever. But what made him go to Twitch and made him do tips, made him do all that shit? You want to know what caused it? The YouTube ad revenue nonsense. Remember when, like, everyone's ad revenue was going down and into the shitter and people were, like, you know, running to Twitch as a last-ditch effort and all that shit? DSP was part of that. And he's blaming detractors? I mean, we didn't fuck up the YouTube ad revenue. YouTube did. Why is it our fault now? It's either Susan's fault or our fault. It's never, like... It never makes sense at all when you think about it. Just don't think about it. Stop it.
YouTube ad revenue never plummeted because you hit me with false copyright strikes.
The YouTube ad revenue plummeted anyway in 2016. If anything, the ad revenue plummeting in 2015, that was slight, could have been like a sign. Hey, Dark, your revenue could go down. You should do something that can, like, deal with it. He could have opened a tips link in 2015 and have that not be fucked with for all those years, and he would be in a better position. Never did that. I mean, he kind of did in 2010, but then he kind of let it die. He could have done that in 2015, didn't do it. And he only went to Twitch because of the YouTube ad revenue, and then he continued to beg for money for taxes and shit. And the IRS nonsense with his taxes weren't our fault either. But okay, yeah, he's still like holding a grudge over this ad revenue nonsense about the copyright strikes, but the copyright strikes only fucked him over because he deleted all those videos all at once instead of over time. He had a partner company, and if his channel were to go down, he had a higher chance of getting that channel reinstated than my channels. But okay.
Years ago, right? I never would have had to be in a situation where I can't pay my taxes if you didn't cost me my partnership with Curse. You didn't kick me out of every...
There's no evidence that Detractors got him out of Curse at all. Because I would have thought that the meme of reporting Dark's Vidal on YouTube would have been like a huge movement on the detractor circles I'm in. But no one mentioned any of that. The only place people were reporting was Twitch. Only Twitch. But okay.
sponsorship opportunity I tried to do in 2018. I mean, I could keep going to a situation where I can't pay my taxes if you didn't cost me my partnership with Curse. You didn't kick me out of every sponsorship opportunity I tried to do in 2018.
We only tried to get kicked out of, well, whatever. The chair one, the first chair one, I mean, I guess that was the only one that someone actively did it. The sponsors one was a scam from the beginning, and it just didn't seem like it was gonna hold up anyway. I mean, think about it. The Twitch bounty, on the other hand, is so like wishy-washy. Like, it makes no sense. I mean, and I have some suspicions of it, but I want to see something. But I'm gonna say this though. I'll say what I was gonna say as I do this. But the World of Tanks, that was supposed to be a Oh, okay. I can talk about it. Wait. Hold on. Maybe put it somewhere else though. Okay, no, never mind. So, the World of Tanks, for example, the World of Tanks sponsorship was he put it in his schedule, it vanished from his schedule, and then he was like, apparently it was a Twitch glitch. Twitch contacted me and told me that the World of Tanks bounty was a glitch. It was a mistake, man. Oops. Excuse me. He played it off as that, even though like it was kind of obvious that it wasn't. But he wanted to play it off as if it was a Twitch glitch. I mean, there was no way that it was. So it was obviously a he obviously lied about that, but I've talked about that already. The other bounty, the LOL that he did, went by fine. The developers claimed they talked to Twitch about it, but I mean, okay. But then after that, he did Assassin's Creed. I mean, and that was Ubisoft, and then he claims that, oh, well, they talked to Ubisoft, and Ubisoft didn't like it, so then they talked to Twitch about it. But then, he told us in chat that he was offered Magic the Gathering for a bounty, and he turned it down. I don't know why he's lying about this, it doesn't make any sense. I mean, did he lie about the Twitch bounty? You know what, that's what it is. You know, maybe that was the lie. Maybe the whole time he really did get kicked off the bounties, and he lied about getting Magic the Gathering so that trolls didn't know that they kicked him out of the Twitch bounties. That's what it is. Ah, see, it took Twitch a long time for him to get kicked out of the bounty system, I guess. And then he was like, well, I don't have to let them know that they did something, so I'm going to say that I'm going to turn this down because it's boring. Sound good? So that's probably what happened. That's what it is. That makes sense. Oh, wait.
I mean, I could keep going on and on. They're the reason why I keep getting fucked over.
Oh.
Then they hypocritically say, we do it because Phil does the things that I need to do as a result of them fucking me over.
That's not being a hypocrite, though. Because, like, if they cause you to, like, lose ad revenue, let's say, they're not gonna, like, it's more of them create, I don't know, whatever. I'm not too sure if I would say hypocrite's the right word, though. That's all I know. I just don't know how I feel about that being the word to use.
You see what I mean? If they had just left me alone, none of this ever would have happened.
But you're an asshole, regardless. The main reason why people like started detracting on you wasn't because of you begging for money. You have a shitty attitude. You manipulate your viewers into many different narratives. Look, let's take away. Let's take away the begging. That's off the table. he does a marathon event, a retrospective event. Everyone in chat loves that event. They love it. Oh, great. Does he do it for free after that? No. Puts it behind a paywall, dude. Okay. He hits the sub goal again to do the second event. He does it, and he knows that people want to see the rest of the cooking with the poorly cooking with the king videos, and people want also like Dan Hibiki Madness, all these other videos. What does Darks Vidil do? Pad out the stream and hide it behind another paywall. Now the reason why he most likely did not the main reason why he did not oh my god, why am I blanking on this? The reason why he did not watch those videos is that he knew he could get away with putting something that people want behind a paywall. Project 7, he was going to do that, but that was such a big thing that he kind of knew, I can't not do this. I have to do Project 7. I can't not show it. But with some of the Pro League Cooking with the King videos and all of that, he knew that not a lot of people would give him a stink about it.
But they want to point the finger at me because it's easy to do that because I'm the public figurehead while they're the anonymous group of weirdos behind the scenes who keep fucking with me. So there you go.
Yeah, I'm behind the scenes, dude.
Oh, Goldie Blusco says, I appreciate the skills gap, but do you have any ideas for the emotes? No, again, Goldie Blusco, you asking me that is the same as you asking me, what are your funniest moments of the year? I don't know.
You have an idea of what you do? Like, there's one video I remember doing, a DSP video on this channel. I don't remember when it was. I think it was either last year or the year before. I think it was the year before last. I was doing a video, and then all of a sudden, like, a loud noise happened, like, on the side, and that scared me. I was like, oh, shit! You know, whatever. And that was a lot of fun. That to me was funny. I like that. That was really funny. Every time the phone rings and the phone's not here is pretty funny. Like, you know, I could think of stuff that makes me that's funny to me because I remember what I do, I guess.
Create the content. You guys are the ones who react to it. So what were my funniest moments of 2018? I would never be able to make a countdown of that because it's you guys, the viewers, who.
So you have no opinion on your own content?
You're the viewers. Okay. You're the one who used the stream chat. What do you want to see as an emote? That's what you got to ask. Not what would I want? Who cares what I want? I'm not in the stream chat all day. You guys are.
Who cares what I want? The person who owns the stream chat. Oh.
You're the viewers. Oh, you're the one who used the stream chat. What do you want to see as an emote? That's what you got to ask. Not what would I want? Who cares what I want? I'm not in the stream chat all day. You guys are. You know what I mean?
Well, people want the DSP phone emote. Why didn't you add the DSP phone emote? Okay. Oh, no, it has to be a positive meme, though. It can't be negative like that, because that's not... I mean, the thing is that he could literally... It's only negative because he perceives it that way. I mean, he literally just... Because all he does in stream is this, and he doesn't like the connotation or the idea that this makes him look like an asshole, doing this during a stream and not paying attention, but he could just say, well, I have to look at my phone because I don't know what's going on YouTube or whatever. I mean, or at least be honest, like, I'm sorry I look at my phone. It's something that, it's just a habit. And then just laugh with it, and then just have it as an emote. Why not? Who fucking cares? I mean, I think Freedom Chat has some emotes that are technically embarrassing, but I don't care. Because it's not like, oh man, they have an emote of me doing this that I'm not really happy about, but, oh, you know, it's not that big of a deal. I mean, it's if other people think it's funny, that's fine. The only time I would ever probably, you know, say take it down is if it's something that I think is a little malicious or personal to me. But most of the stuff that is an emote is stuff that I do on camera, and whatever I do on camera I think is whatever. I mean, someone could complain about me eating a sandwich on camera. I'm sure that's gonna happen. And I'm sorry I'm doing that, by the way.
They call themselves at the pachinko level in Super Mario Sunshine. See what I mean? Like, I totally even forgot about that. Jackie Smurf says, do you think trolling is warranted if it's constructive? Trolling is
Oh my
warranted
god.
if it can actually be contributed as something that will improve something, but doesn't concretely hurt.
That is so dumb. We need to harness the power of trolling and use it for things that are constructive. Honestly, I don't think trolling is that constructive. I mean, because what really is trolling though? You'd be able to make all kinds of dumb shit and say it's trolling. Like, I mean, that has been a meme as well. Like that comic strip of the guy of like these people having a party, and then I don't know, whatever. Like someone could say something retarded, and like, huh, I'm trolling, guys. I mean, it's so loose. Like, but then again, Darks Vidal probably thinks that any criticism is trolling. Oh, okay.
That content creator. So, all right, something happened on stream or whatever, something silly or something of improvement, and everyone turns it into a meme that this is something you do and you should improve, then maybe you'll take notice and you'll actually improve it.
Oh, like the camera meme, right? Oh, maybe it could turn into a meme and it's gonna have me improve. These people are doing a camera meme, and I think we're gonna ban it. If you guys didn't complain about my face cam, you're gonna get banned. How is that a destructive meme? Who does it hurt? Your camera? It hurts your camera's feelings? Your camera has feelings now, Dark. Oh, poor Dark. He really cares about the camera. Like, how does it... I mean, it makes no sense. It makes no sense, and this part really hurts my brain.
But when you do memes that are hurtful, right? Memes that are just negative shit that are meant to insult. When you go outside the realm of some...
Like, if you really think about it, if the camera meme is such a personal meme, kind of contributes to the Tevin theory that he's ashamed of how he looks at a high-res camera, so he purposely leaves at 480p so people don't see how old he looks. Or whatever. I mean, if that's the case, that's fine. I mean, Tevin says he stopped doing face cam because he thought it's not that... He doesn't add anything to the... Oh my god, the content. I can see that as well, but I don't really care. I don't really fucking give a shit. It is what it is. But I deal with that. I can see where he's coming from with that, and it's not. It's, whatever.
Something that could be a positive criticism to
it's straightforward. It's not like Tevin's like making up bullshit lies. Like, oh, I did not do I stopped doing face cam because my camera doesn't It makes the stream run amazingly good to the point where I'd never need a camera anymore. And there's nothing interesting about looking at where I'm filming at the camera, but I don't need the camera because the camera makes my computer slow down to the point where it's like a Mac from the 90s. I don't know, some bullshit lie. I mean, he at least was like, no, I just don't like doing the face cam. Doesn't add anything. After I watch Dark's Vidal stream, don't need it. Straightforward to the point. This is such nonsense that he gives us every day about why he came to the face cam. It's just painful.
Attacking someone's family or loved ones for no reason. You know, the stuff that happens to me regularly.
The only reason why people went after Kat, by the way, is because DSP did nothing to help her. Think about it. During the Halloween stream, DSP was like not even talking to her. What's Kat gonna do? Well, obviously she's gonna read the chat. And the chat was giving her a hard time. And if he knew she can't take the heat, maybe he shouldn't have the chat face her and have him look at the chat and say, "Hey, Kat, this person says, do you like Mario Kart?" or whatever. Instead, no, fuck, I'm gonna pretend she's not here and play the video game. And then she was left with the chat. And then he didn't talk to her for 2 hours. I mean, he talked to her very minimally. But it's the Detractors' fault. Okay. And also it could have also contributed to maybe not bragging about having a girlfriend. Maybe if you didn't say, you're not gonna find anything about her on the internet. She has no social media. You're not gonna find her. She has nothing to do with the internet. And like fucking teasing people about how you won't find anything. Maybe that's contributing to people that took the challenge to find her social media pages. I mean, he knows he has a fucking base of haters that does that kind of shit. Why would he think it would benefit him to tell us, "Oh, you're not gonna find it, man." And then when he told us her name, he expected us not find more information after finding out her name. And then he like during the reveal video, he just kind of like laid it down on her, like, "You're gonna be made fun of, Cat. They're gonna make fun of you, Cat. Cat, you know they're gonna make fun of you, Cat. They're gonna make fun of you, man. I don't care about the trolls. They're stupid. I know there's a horse meme." I mean, and also, don't you think it's a little odd? She was on the first two IRL streams. The first IRL stream, they mentioned his ex and all that shit. But it was the Halloween stream that did it. I mean, I would have thought that people would have done it the first time she was on a stream, but no, they waited for the Halloween stream. Okay.
The trolls who come in here to the stream chat, they're not in here to try to improve stuff. They're saying shit about Cat. They're saying shit about, other stuff behind the scenes that has nothing to do with my streams. And it's like, that's not constructive criticism. You're just literally trying to insult people because you can. And that's what's fucked up. Over the years, I've gotten great criticism. I've gotten great... That's not constructive criticism. They're not in here to try to improve stuff. They're saying shit about Cat. They're saying shit about, other stuff behind the scenes that has nothing to do with my streams. And it's like, that's not constructive criticism. You're just literally trying to insult people because you can.
He can insult people because he can. So why do you... do you know how dumb that sounds coming from him? He says that Tevin uses view bots because he can. He knows his viewers are not gonna check it at the same time. He also doesn't give a fuck what Tevin thinks, obviously. I mean, he cares about what he does, like, to a point, but I mean, he goes on saying how Tevin illegally restreams. He's a criminal. He's a sick motherfucker. He uses view bots. He spreads all this information. I mean, he kind of like, I think if I remember correctly, he blamed Tevin for that Stan Lee nonsense that happened. Like the whole like, "Oh, do you know that DSP laughed at this?" Like that whole thing that was going on. He was like, "Oh, see, Tevin did that, man." And it's like, I mean, there are multiple rants about Tevin. And then he also does these long, like, he kept threatening Tevin as well on the second pre-stream. And he never uploads that. It's almost like he knows that he could say whatever he wants on the second pre-stream, and his fan base won't care, and it's not recorded. So he can easily just say, "I never said that." These people who say that I threatened Tevin, they're never gonna upload the proof of it. And then if someone uploads a clip of that pre-stream to him, he's gonna say, "Oh, well, see, this is taken out of context, dude." So you can never win with Darks Fidel. So him complaining that detractors make fun of him and all that shit because they can means nothing when he does the same shit because he can. He can go on lengthy rants about how Tevin's gonna get fucked over or whatever on second pre-stream and not upload it to YouTube and get away with it. I mean, and the same thing with the fucking Bluebeard nonsense that he got in trouble with. He was supposed to be gone from Twitch permanently, and he sucked their dick enough to get like a 2-day, 1-day suspension. And then after that, he just said all this shit that would have gotten anyone else off of Twitch, but he does it anyway. It just, nothing adds up and everything, ugh, goddamn.
And that's what's fucked up. Over the years, I've gotten great criticism. I've gotten great, absolutely great feedback from people who maybe necessarily wouldn't even be considered fans of mine. And
What about your face cam? What about how you crunch water bottles into the fucking mic? He fucking like crushes water bottles. People complain, saying, "Hey, can you please stop doing that?" Oh my god, what a nit! That's a nitpick, dude. Like it makes no sense. So like it's really dumb that he says this when people fucking
I've implemented a lot of changes and things into my stuff over the years to make it better, and that's appreciated, but not at the expense of, oh, by the way, while we're doing that, now everyone makes fun of you and personally insults you and your family, and tanks your business because we trolled you on YouTube and shit. See what I mean? There's definitely a line. It's not even a fine line. It's a pretty easily, clearly defined line between what's constructive and what's just there to hurt.
Okay. There's
definitely a line. It's not even a fine line. It's a pretty easily, clearly defined line between what's constructive and what's just there to hurt.
Great face. Okay, sound good.
Well, thank you, TM52 Twitch, for a cheer. And basically, he's like, why don't you take any legal action against any of these people? You can't, because this is the wild west of the internet. We're still in the formative years of the internet, where some people don't even realize that people, as a content creator, can make a living. They don't get it. They don't understand what kind of defamation is. This is the wild west of the internet. We're still in the formative years.
I would take legal action if someone slammed the fucking bun. There are people out there that don't like Cleo, and it's scary thinking that there's a world where people don't like Cleo. I don't know, man. Cleo did nothing wrong. She's an innocent rabbit. She did nothing wrong, and there are people that want to deport her to Greece. She's not even a Greek citizen. She's American, and they want to deport the innocent bun. That's fucked up. That's not right. To deport a bun? Why? What's the reason here? Why should we deport Cleo? There's no reason. These people don't think about reason. They just want to hurt Cleo. They want to send her to Greece because they know that there are Greeks that eat rabbits. And that's fucked up. Cleo is innocent. She's an innocent rabbit. She does bun things, and people are slandering her. That's fucked up, man.
Years of the internet, where some people don't even realize that people, as a content creator, can make a living. They don't get it.
They don't get the ability to make a living on YouTube. I mean, my mom kind of understands how that works. I mean, I kind of explained to her my Patreon, and she was like, "Oh, okay, I understand." I mean, it's not like she doesn't know, but okay.
What kind of defamation and slander on the internet could do to someone's reputation, and how
people know what slander and defamation can do. There's laws about it. Okay.
Really could hurt the rest of their life. They don't understand that. There's no laws really in place to do anything about it. There's no cyber police who could come out and take care of this kind of shit. You know
cyber
what I mean?
Police.
Right now,
yeah. He would definitely love the cyber police. Imagine if the cyber police pull up to him and it's like, "Hey, Phil, we found the video of you threatening this 11-year-old girl. We're going to have to take you off the internet." Do you know how mad he'd get?
I literally have no recourse or control over what these people.
No recourse. Just got Tevin banned, got Tex banned, got Bill banned. Ban. No recourse, dude.
Will do to me at all. Like, there's nothing I could do. So there's no point in even trying. The only thing that I can do is try to make people realize that that kind of behavior is toxic. It's terrible. It's negative. It's not a way to take your life. And that a single
to take your life
that a person makes illegally stealing my that kind of behavior is toxic. It's terrible. It's negative. It's not a way to take your life.
It's not a way to take your life. Okay.
A single penny that a person makes illegally stealing my content and making fun of me instead of being constructive and making their own content.
I make my own content. I resent that, Dark. I do my own content. But if people decide to give me money while I stream Dark's vanilla shit, it is what it is. I mean, it's their money. They can decide what they want to do. I mean, like, this is as dumb as people get like imagine if I got like a decider was like, oh my god, did you see what Third Eye the Third did on at DSP's chat? He gave him 100 bits. Oh my god. Like, I mean, I gotta say that people who give like big donations are cucks, but I mean, it's mostly people that are like not that are doing it. Be like, fuck you, Phil Hood. Like the guy who kept making gout jokes and ended up giving him $200. Like that's kind of dumb, but okay.
Is theft, and it basically is illegitimate. Any moron who would ever contribute to a restreamer or whatever is just that, a complete brain dead fucking idiot.
People who give money to a Let's Player is a fucking idiot, dude. Okay.
Who's actually supporting theft and supporting immoral, toxic behavior on this planet. You're actually making the internet a worse fucking place. And
a worse place? How? He sounds like a guy who hates the rabbit, if you ask me. Because the money supports the bun. And him saying this, I don't think the bun's gonna take this lying down.
You shouldn't support that. You shouldn't. It should be positive content creators who are putting out stuff on their own, not people who are there just to deride and bring down. It's like you said, you could be.
What if I make someone feel positive though? Okay.
Comic, or you could be an insult comic. Very different. A comic is someone, I could genuinely take observations from my own life and make fun of myself and have funny and laugh with people, or I could just be a nasty, toxic person who constantly insults other people and we're laughing at people. Laugh with people, laugh at people. Big fucking difference. This is legit and moral. This is fucked up and wrong.
Well, I'm trying to laugh with you, Dark, but you're not laughing with me, though, so that's kind of unfair. Fucked up, man.
All right. Anything else?
What a great rant.
So, like a surprise, I probably wouldn't be able to do Twitch sings. Number one, because my throat gets worn out way too easily these days. Right now, my throat is sore from talking just on Ask the King. And number two, I couldn't put any of that stuff on YouTube. So, no, I couldn't do Twitch sings.
Okay.
Sir Monzalot says, do you think your life would get better from a trolling perspective if YouTube died? 100% yes. 100% yes.
Yeah, because Twitch is such a great place.
Because YouTube is the place that allows it. Twitch doesn't. Twitch got rid of it. Twitch said, no, we're not allowing this kind of behavior.
Yeah. Twitch is so much better. They suspended a guy who was a wife beater, gave back his channel. It reversed the suspension. I mean, that's just one of them. I mean, that's the one I can think of at the top of my head. But there's like other streamers that do fucked up shit. Wings of Redemption. There you go. Pretty much that. He's allowed on Twitch, and he kind of should be banned. Like you, Dark. I mean, you kind of said some fucked up shit that Twitch lets you get away with. But yeah, we should only have one video platform, just Twitch. We should just have Twitch. Fuck YouTube. YouTube is too lenient, dude. Remember when YouTube took away his ad revenue because of rules? Oh, that's bullshit, dude. That's fucked up. Oh, Curse removed him because YouTube buckled down on partner companies for having channels that were toxic or whatever. Oh, that's dumb. YouTube should not force partner companies to look at reports or whatever. Okay.
And got rid of people who were doing that kind of shit to me on Twitch. YouTube is the only place that's allowing this on the internet. They just allow the trolling to happen. In fact, the trolling stuff is what their biggest people, like the Logan Paul, and whoever the fuck the Paul brothers, they do this kind of shit for a living. That's what they
do. So if I go to their channel, I'm gonna see them make a troll video. I mean, I don't think I'm gonna find that, TBH.
Do. You got fucking people who just do drama videos and gossip videos on YouTube for a living. It's all slander. They're allowed to do it for a living. This is YouTube now. YouTube 100% is the reason why all this happened. 100%. Cool It to me $10. Says, cheers, Phil. Wishing you the best.
So then it shouldn't be. Then you shouldn't blame the detractors. There we go. We should blame YouTube. It's YouTube's fault, dude.
Yes, thank you very much, Kula. And that DSP, that homeboy, gave me $1 talking about the former two people from Super Best Friends Play giving me a shout out. Listen, apparently some people are of the impression that it's a very sarcastic shout out.
It is.
And it's not well intentioned. Other people are saying no, it's legitimate.
It is
I personally
sarcastic.
don't care. All I know is they mentioned me on their
All I know is I can drink off about it.
I outlasted both Super Best Friends Play as well as Machinima. And even though it may be sarcastic, the bottom line is it's truthful. Doesn't matter if they meant it as a joke, it's still truthful. And the fact that they even mentioned it means that it kind of irks them.
Yeah, you know what they should have said? They should have said, "Oh well, shout out to Darkside Phil, only surviving from begging." Or I don't know, something like that. Just play off that, because the only reason why DSP has lasted so long is because he begs and gives his fans ultimatums, and they buy it all the time. I've said this before. The YouTube audience used to buy every single drama video that he uploaded. Once they had enough, he switched the Twitch viewers, and they still buy it. So I mean,
that sadly their big project, their big baby, the thing that made them popular on the internet, is now dead. But I'm still going, even though as much smaller as I always was.
Oh yeah,
them,
it really
I'm
hurts
still
them.
going, and they're not. So
I like how he has to like twist it in a way that it says that it irks them. They have to feel like shit when they know that I outlasted them. Well, what are you gonna say if like we outlast you, Dark, and we say, "Oh, it must have irked Dark's Vidal that we outlasted him"? Oh, I do feel that way.
all right. Anything else? Any other final questions, everybody? Or should we call it a day? Last chance to get a question in for this stream. All right, Save the Pig, the Game Cheers says, don't let the trolls get to you and keep providing us with the quality content that we come here for. And that's my intention. That is.
Oh yeah, Save the Pig the Game, a true legit fan.
100% my intention. No worries.
I'm into Poopster. He must have died. Maybe he got flushed down the toilet. Yeah, Poopster got flushed, man. Whoops. He fell down the toilet and got flushed.
No, I did not play sports growing up. I played sports with my friends, but I was never on like a sports team or anything like that. Dope Soap chooses, are we ever going to see Kat again? That's fully in her own discretion and her own judgment. Sports team or anything like that.
So I guess he got the back energy playing with his friends. Oh, whatever.
Dope Soap chooses, are we ever going to see Kat again? That's fully in her own discretion and her own...
I love that he says, that's fully in her discretion. Again, he makes it sound like Kat's like special needs. Like, why not just say, this guy gonna be in videos? It's up to her, man. If she wants to come on, that's her decision. Okay? And then move on. But instead, he gives us all this extra nonsense that makes her sound like she's, like, retarded.
Her own judgment. Considering the fact that she's not on the streams and people are still constantly doing things to insult her and shit and make stuff up and just be negatively
Make
nasty
stuff
to
up.
her.
Make stuff up, but every time he talks about her, like, oh, Phil, didn't you say that she's gonna help with the bills? Well, she has a past life she has to pay. Well.
I doubt she's ever gonna want it. Why? If you're not a part of something and you're regularly being attacked, why would you choose to be a part of something? You see what I mean? If you ever died
Well, you bring
down,
it up all the time, and then when people say, like, oh, man, Cat's cooking looks bad. Oh, my God! How dare you say that about Cat's cooking? She's great. Oh, my God, you're toxic. Get out of here. Look. Come on.
then maybe yeah, but right now she has zero desire. So
again, why not just say it's up to her and leave it at that? He doesn't need to say all this extra nonsense that doesn't need to be said and make her sound like a normal person, but instead he makes her sound like as if she's like a A special snowflake that can't handle anything. Okay. I like how sometimes he reads the cheer either before it pops up or during it pops up, but then other days he doesn't react to it in time. It's so weird.
Hoovy and Dragon says, "Do you ever think that one day you'll do stuff that's only on Twitch and won't make it to YouTube on purpose? Like I chose to. I don't know. Like I don't know what kind of content would be a Twitch exclusive. Why would I do a Twitch exclusive? Because right now it's basically little to no extra effort to just re-upload the archives of what I'm doing on stream to YouTube to make extra money. Why would I choose to not make that extra money to help my finances? It doesn't make sense. You know what? Upload the kind of content. Dragon says, "Do you ever think that one day you'll do stuff that's only on Twitch and won't make it to YouTube on purpose? Like I chose to. I don't know.
He's asking when is he gonna drop YouTube? Pretty much, that's what he's asking.
Like I don't know what kind of content would be
what you're doing now.
Why would I do a Twitch exclusive? Because right now it's basically little to no extra.
Why would I do a Twitch exclusive? Fuck YouTube. I hope they go under. I don't want to upload to YouTube anymore. My goal is that I want to do where I just want to focus on Twitch streams. I want YouTube to be the past. I don't care if the archive goes away, but I just want it like that so I can just stream on Twitch and focus on the streams. Why would I want to focus on Twitch, man? Yeah, it's a mystery.
Extra effort to just re-upload the archives of what I'm doing on stream to YouTube to make extra money. Why would I choose to not make that extra money?
And that should tell you he'll never move on from YouTube. Right there. Because it's extra money, period. He can make, like, big baller money on Twitch, like, super big baller. Like, what he makes now, times 10. And he'd still be like, I need YouTube, man, I need it. Like, it's so dumb. Like, if you want to make extra money on YouTube, that's fine. But at least be honest about it. I don't know why he's like all over the place with it. Like, it's so obvious you just want to milk YouTube. I don't know why it's like
to help my finances. It doesn't make sense. You know what I mean? Like, why would there be only a stream only thing? I don't know.
You hate YouTube. Remember that? Remember when you hate YouTube? I remember. I mean, but
well, Davey Holman Closer, thanks for that cheer, but I'm not going to say that.
the best part of that whole part, the best part, if you think about it, oh, god damn it, I lost it now. YouTube, he needs that money.
Why would there be only a stream only thing? I don't know. Excuse me.
God damn it, I forgot what I was gonna say. Stream only, Twitch, YouTube. Fuck YouTube. YouTube is the past.
Well, Davey Holman Closer, thanks for that cheer, but I'm not going to say that. Do I like Boston? I've only been there once, and when I was there,
I remember. I just remembered. The thing I liked about that was that he literally said in the beginning of Ask the King, he said that he wants to not have to be shackled to YouTube, where he could just focus on the streams and the. I said that earlier. I don't know why. That's why I was so annoyed I blanked out on it. But he literally said in the same stream that, well, I want to move on from Twitch, from YouTube. I want to just focus on the streams and just do that and not worry about YouTube revenue. But now he wants to worry about YouTube revenue forever.
That was when I was scouting for universities back in the day.
That's
the
university,
Richie,
so he sounds more
prestigious.
prestigious,
show,
dude.
Thanks for answering my questions. Thanks for your questions, Richie. They were good.
Because apparently people in Europe don't know what a college is because they're really dumb and they don't know anything about America, apparently. Okay.
Wing Cheers, a random question. What was the first game you ever played? Pong. First video game I ever played was Pong. Played it at my uncle's house. He had a Pong system hooked up to his TV. I always played games at my uncle's house. That was my first introduction.
My first console was the N60. Well, I think it was the Game Boy Color. I think that was the first console, and the first game was Zelda's Link's Awakening. And I remember I got stuck in the beginning, and I hated it, and then I never played it. And then I was like, "Fuck this." I was a kid, and I was really upset. Now that I hear they're remaking it, I don't know how I feel about it. I don't know if I'm hyped or not. I mean, I'm older now. Maybe I'll like it more. Maybe it'd be a very good Zelda game. I don't know.
I didn't know they existed. And then he gave me an Atari 7800 that I played at home. Plus, he gave me the Pong console to play. And then my major exposure to games was either going to the video arcades and seeing how amazing video arcade games looked, including Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, the arcade game, or playing at my local corner store. Right,
yeah, that doesn't
papers every Sunday morning with my dad. They had games like Ninja Gaiden. And
remember when he was gonna get Velcro for that thing? I remember.
Called Super Adventure Island or something like that. I can't really remember the name of it.
He was gonna get Velcro, never got it.
I got first exposed to home console video games that were modernized when I went to my godparents' house, and they had 3 daughters, and their daughters had an NES, and they were playing like Mario Brothers and stuff like that. Okay.
Did you play Mario Brothers?
All right, ladies and gentlemen, thank you very much. Ask the King, very full episode, even though it wasn't as long as the recent ones. We had a few less questions. That was my fault for not advertising the show enough. But I still think it was a good show. Reminder, the next show will be in March, late March, probably around the 21st of March. And you can post up your questions right now on the kingofhate.com forums, or if you go to Patreon, the $20 perk is getting your questions answered for sure on the next show. Thank you.
Become a patron at patreon.com, a place where DSB wants to even remove more power from them. Great place to go.
Much everyone for your contributions. Obviously, cheering, subbing, and tipping were good. The really generous tipper, whoever you were, thank you very much for that support. And that is it for Ask the King. Dude. Thanks, everyone. I'll see you in a couple months for the next episode. Peace out.
Okay. Very nice. Finally, I finished Endure the King. Oof, that was a long one. Well, guys, thank you for watching. It's been fun. It's been a great time. Hopefully I'll see you in the next video. Alright? See ya.